iPhone Air First Look, Apple's thinnest iPhone yet. Apple has just unveiled a brand new addition to its iPhone lineup, the iPhone Air. Announced during the September 9th event alongside the iPhone 17 series, the Air is being marketed as the slimmest iPhone Apple has ever created. At just 5.6 millimeters thick and weighing only 165 grams, this is Apple's lightest and most compact flagship. But the big question is, does thinner still mean powerful? Or is this more about looks than performance? Let's dive deep into everything you need to know. Design. Ultra slim, yet surprisingly tough. The design of the iPhone Air is its biggest talking point. Apple has managed to pack cutting-edge hardware into a body that's thinner than 6 stacked credit cards. At first glance, you immediately notice how light it feels in the hand, yet it doesn't give off a fragile vibe. Apple claims that the phone can handle up to 60 kilograms of bend pressure, meaning it's far tougher than it looks. For the build, Apple has gone with a polished titanium frame, giving the phone a premium shine. It looks luxurious, but the glossy mirror finish may not be for everyone since it easily picks up fingerprints. On the front and back, the phone is covered with ceramic shield glass, with the front panel getting a newly improved version that's 3 times more scratch resistant. This is Apple's way of assuring buyers that going thin doesn't mean sacrificing strength. One design change worth mentioning is the plateau housing on the back. Instead of the usual raised camera bump, Apple has gone for a new flatter rectangular section that holds the rear camera and internal components. This shift allows Apple to maximize battery space while keeping the phone's overall thickness at a minimum. It's a small design detail, but it signals Apple experimenting with new approaches for future devices. And just like the iPhone 14 and 15 in the US, the iPhone Air has no physical SIM card slot. It's eSIM only, which could be convenient for some, but tricky for frequent travelers who rely on physical SIM cards abroad. Display. Bright, smooth, and gorgeous. The iPhone Air comes with a 6.5-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display, and this screen is nothing short of impressive. It supports 120Hz ProMotion, making animations and scrolling buttery smooth. Whether you're gaming, browsing, or just navigating through apps, everything feels fast and fluid. What really sets this display apart is its 3,000 nits of peak brightness. To put that in perspective, it's one of the brightest displays on any smartphone today. This means outdoor visibility is excellent. No more struggling to read your phone in direct sunlight. Texts are sharp, colors pop beautifully, and HDR content looks stunning. For a phone this slim, Apple hasn't cut any corners when it comes to display quality. Performance. Flagship power inside a thin frame. Performance is another area where the iPhone Air impresses. Apple has equipped it with the A19 Pro chip, the same chip that powers the iPhone 17 Pro models. This means you're getting a 6-core CPU and a 5-core GPU built on Apple's latest architecture. In simple terms, it's fast, powerful enough to handle demanding apps, AAA mobile games, and even Apple's generative AI features. Apple also added a brand new N1 wireless chip, which supports Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6. This chip improves not only wireless connectivity, but also features like AirDrop and Hotspot, making them faster and more reliable. On top of that, the iPhone Air gets the C1X modem, which is twice as fast as the one in the iPhone 16 Pro and 30% more power efficient. That means stronger network performance without draining your battery as quickly. The Air ships with iOS 26 and full support for Apple Intelligence, Apple's new AI suite. This includes features like generative text, smart photo editing, and contextual Siri improvements. While Apple Intelligence is still being refined, and not every feature is perfect yet, the Air is fully ready for the future of AI-powered iPhones. Camera. Simple but clever. Apple has taken a minimalist approach with the iPhone Air's rear camera setup. Instead of the multi-lens system seen on Pro models, the Air gets a single 48-megapixel Fusion camera. But don't let that fool you. This lens can adapt to multiple focal lengths up to 35 millimeters and offers optical quality 2x zoom. For everyday photography, social media shots, and portraits, this single camera is surprisingly versatile.
The real innovation comes with the front-facing camera. Apple has introduced an 18-megapixel center stage camera with a square sensor, a first for iPhones. This sensor allows for a wider field of view and can shoot in both vertical and landscape orientations. In practice, this means you can take group selfies without squeezing in too tightly, and you can record landscape vlogs directly from the front camera. Apple has also boosted stabilization and added 4K video recording to the selfie camera, making it a strong choice for vloggers, streamers, and content creators. Thanks to AI, the camera can automatically detect when more people enter the frame and reframe the shot accordingly. This level of intelligence is something Apple is clearly banking on to appeal to creators. Battery. Can thin still mean all day? Battery life is often the Achilles heel of slim smartphones, and the iPhone Air is no exception. Apple hasn't disclosed the exact battery capacity, but they claim it's good for all-day use thanks to advancements in efficiency. One key feature here is adaptive power mode, which learns your usage patterns and adjusts performance accordingly to maximize battery life. However, for heavy users, Apple has also created a MagSafe battery accessory specifically for the Air. This slim attachment packs a 4,000 mAh cell and can extend video playback by up to 40 hours. For travelers, binge watchers, or gamers, this accessory will likely be a must-have to make up for the Air's smaller internal battery. Price in the United States. Now let's talk about price. In the US, the iPhone Air starts at $999 for the 256GB model. If you want more storage, the 512GB model costs $1,199, and the top-tier 1TB model comes in at $1,399. At these prices, the Air is right in the same ballpark as the iPhone 17 Pro, which raises a critical question. Should you buy the Air or just spend the same money on a Pro? Verdict. Who is the iPhone Air for? The iPhone Air is a bold experiment by Apple. It proves that thin phones don't have to be underpowered, fragile, or gimmicky. You're getting pro-level performance in a much slimmer, lighter, and more stylish body. The front camera upgrades also give the Air a unique advantage for creators and influencers who live on social media. But the Air is not for everyone. If you're the type of user who needs the absolute best rear camera system with telephoto zoom and advanced photography tools, the Pro models are still the better choice. If you need maximum battery life out of the box, the Air may not deliver without its MagSafe battery accessory. So, who is the iPhone Air really for? It's for people who value design and portability above all else. It's for users who want to hold the thinnest iPhone ever made and don't mind paying a premium for bragging rights. It's for creators who will love the improved selfie camera and AI-assisted features. And most importantly, it's for anyone who wants a phone that feels refreshingly new compared to Apple's usual incremental updates. At the end of the day, the iPhone Air may not replace the Pro models, but it doesn't need to. It offers something different. A stylish, ultra-thin, futuristic iPhone that feels like a statement piece. The big question is whether enough people are willing to spend $999 and up for style and slimness when the Pro models offer more features for the same money.